Shane from Melbourne says, my biggest frustration is focusing on the things that need to get done. How do you focus on the things that you need to do? Shane, this is actually a frustration of mine. I'm very good at getting distracted or working on the wrong thing at the wrong time or getting overwhelmed by all the things that I need to do and, struggling to actually find motivation to do the work that I need to do. So let me share some of the things or some of the techniques that I've used over the years that have been most effective for me and how they've helped me to focus on what I should be doing and also how they've helped me to overcome the resistance to actually getting things done when things are actually difficult or might seem overwhelming otherwise. The first thing that I do is every 90 days I prepare a 90-day action plan. And that 90-day action plan is essentially I take a system card and I write on it 5 projects that I'll be doing over the next 90 days and how I'll know when they're completed. So a project would be something that, something that you're working on that you want to get to a particular point of completion. Finish off a whole series of videos for niche of the week users, for example. Once I've written down those 90-day project goals, then I leave a space underneath each one of them to begin with, where I can put a cross underneath each project that I'm working on. And that cross each day that I've actually worked on the project, I leave myself a little cross and it tells me where I'm spending my effort and which projects I'm actually neglecting. That means that I can actually work out how close I am to completion for a lot of the projects that I've got on the go at the time. If I'm seeing that I don't have a lot of crosses, this next step helps me to identify the reasons why, the blockages that could be preventing me from getting to where I need to go. And that next step is to pull out another system card or another 5 system cards, one for each project, and to write on the system cards the next step or the immediate action that you can actually take on the project to progress it further. That immediate action is just something that you can do immediately to actually work on the project. So, for example, if one of your projects is to record a whole series of Niche of the Week videos, like one of my projects is at the moment, a next step might be to go through all of the survey questions to see what questions Niche of the Week users are asking, and then prepare videos to actually answer those. So those are 2 next steps there. With the list of things that I can do right now, it's very easy for me to look at the things that I can do and pick one of the things that I need to do and actually do it. Sometimes I get down to the bottom of the pile and there's only a couple of things left on the list, or there's one thing that I really need to complete urgently and it's just the thing that's grating on me. It looks like a lot of hard work. When I come across one of those type of items, something that helps me to get through those items is the Pomodoro technique. The Pomodoro technique says, take a kitchen timer, one of those tomato-shaped ones is what they started using. That's where it gets the name Pomodoro technique. And they turn it to 25 minutes and they set it aside on their desk. And for that 25 minutes, all you're doing is focused work on one action item. You're getting that action item as far as you can completed in that 25-minute period. You'll be surprised at how much you can actually get done if all you're doing is focusing on that one action item. You can actually get hours worth of work done if it's just focused into 25 minutes. Now, the big thing with Pomodoros is you can't use email or phones or instant messaging or any of these other distractions. It needs to be solely focused on this one task, because you'll find that those tiny little distractions, even though they're a couple of seconds here and there, they actually take your focus away much more than that. They actually start to rob you of your time, your energy, and your focus inside that 25-minute period. So the Pomodoro technique says that if you're distracted by any of those things inside your 25-minute time period, then that 25-minute time period is wiped out. You need to start again. So it really encourages you to spend your time effectively and focused on the thing that you're doing. Just on this, I found one of the things that works very well for me recently has been to completely turn off my mobile phone and to leave it off for weeks at a time. My mobile phone is a tool of convenience for me. It's not a tool of convenience for other people to use to get in touch with me. If anyone really needs to get in touch with me, they can find me, they can email me, they can send me a message, they can do all of these other things. But particularly during the workday, you'll almost never get in touch with me via my mobile phone. My mobile phone's a tool of convenience for me, and I'll use it for my purposes, not other people's. And I'd encourage you to do the same, because a lot of people find that once they turn off their mobile phone, a lot of these distractions, these instant messages that appear on their phones, these SMSs that appear, phone calls that they're getting during the day, they can actually be avoided. You know, certainly if you're using your mobile phone as a way to get sales, you'll need to come up with a way to get around that. But you know, in most cases, for most people that are running a solely online business that doesn't have a phone-based sales or support line, then you should be able to get away with it very easily. And it's certainly something that I encourage you to do. Now that you're doing your Pomodoros, there's one final step that I think you should do to extend your Pomodoros and to actually make it sort of a game. Inside my desk, I have two things. I have a big wad of money, and I have a series of colored envelopes. Those colored envelopes have pictures of things that I want to do, you know, things that I want to experience, things that I want to buy, you know, a hot air ballooning trip, or a dinner at a really nice restaurant that's opened up in the area recently, or you know, a really nice new gadget that I want to have. These envelopes that are there, they're the colored envelopes that are sort of the envelopes that you'd send a birthday card in. And each time I finish a Pomodoro, I've got a certain amount of money that I take from that big wad of cash and I stick it into one of these envelopes. And over a series of focus sessions, I get from a point where I have an item or an experience that I'm desiring to a point where I'm actually attaining that experience or that item. I'm actually rewarding myself not just through the progress that I see from Pomodoros, but I'm also rewarding myself financially, as if I'm employing myself to actually do these things inside my own business. Now, it takes a lot, well, it takes a bit of money that you're going to put aside and actually pay yourself, and that money is going to sit in the drawer earning no interest. So for everyone, or this isn't a technique that everyone will be able to apply, but it's certainly something that's helped me. It's actually helped me to apply a lot of positivity to doing Pomodoros and doing focus sessions. So these are some of the ways that I've been able to overcome resistance. I've been able to focus more clearly on the things that I need to do, and I've been able to decide more effectively what I should be doing and pick the tasks where I'm going to get the biggest gains, not tasks where I can spend a lot of effort or, you know, waste a lot of effort without getting the gains that I necessarily want to see in my own business. And hopefully this works for you too.